What's up, guys? capitalrydah coming at you from Alaska, capital city of Alaska, Juneau. How's it going? Alright. Well, I just had lunch. Hit the spot. Always hits the spot. This local joint over here, highly recommend them. It's not expensive. Gives me what I need. Just putting on some gear in here, and we're off. Took my bike to work today. Turned to be a decent day to ride. Alright, where are we? No. So, what I wanted to tackle today, what I wanted to talk about today, is the ever-burning question of what is the best beginner motorcycle? And to tell you the truth, the painful truth of that is there is no direct answer to that. It largely depends on the rider. So, while we're talking about that, we're gonna stop by our local motorcycle dealer, our only motorcycle dealer actually in town. It's Honda Motors. There used to be a Harley Davidson, but they stopped selling bikes. Okay. I've never ridden a real motorcycle before. I don't even know how to shift gears in a real motorcycle until I took the MSF class and watched YouTube videos on how to shift and all that stuff. So, but I mustered up the courage and convinced myself that starting on a 600cc ain't that bad, as long as I ride responsibly and I know my limits. I've talked about this numerous times before, even when my friends who asked me, like, isn't 600cc's too much for a beginner? Let me tell you, it really depends on the rider. I was gonna another. Okay, let's park over there. Another. I was gonna get a 650cc regular motorcycle, not a super sport, a 600 RR. What am I doing? There you go. Alright. And the 2014 model year, Honda released this thing called the CBR 650F. It has the looks of a sport bike, but doesn't really feel like a sport bike to ride, more like a street fighter. It's more upright, more relaxed position. Let me show you guys what it looks like here. I ordered the thing, and in the process of waiting for it, I broke down and got myself a 600 RR. There she is. Yeah, looks pretty cool. This is the exact bike that I was gonna get, but they couldn't get it here fast enough for me. So if you look in there, it's got LEDs in the front. I like it. It's about the same seat height arrangement as the 600RR, but more upright seating position. Yeah, I was gonna get that. And not to mention it's like 8500, 8900. I think it was 8900 for the ABS model. But yeah, chrome, nice bike. If I were to recommend, really, like, if I didn't think about it and just say, hey, what's a good starter bike, I'd recommend the scooter or this one. 4 is it 3 or 4 gears, something like that. But yeah, anybody can go straight, really. Anybody can go fast straight. It's the corners that get you, man. So until you know how to control your bike in straight lines and in corners, and you're confident about that, then I suggest you stick with the lower CC models. But like I said, it really depends on the rider. I mean, I'm doing fine with the 600cc, and it's a super sport. You know, just take it easy, take your time, learn it. And I have the what do you call that? It has the potential to keep me entertained for a long while, rather than getting a 250 or a 300R and then getting bored of it after a few months or maybe even a year. Then I have to reinvest and all that. I mean, it's true that it's easy to get rid of a bike down lower 48, yes, but here in Alaska, especially in a community where there's more conservative people that really don't ride, you know, Juneau is a largely conservative community, and there's only a handful of people that ride here. So, and so is other places in Southeast Alaska. So that doesn't hold true for Alaska, really. What happens is that whenever you get something, you get to keep it for the rest of your life. And that's what happens for most of the time. Because it's either you buy it at full price, at retail price, and then you sell it like way dirt cheap. That is what happens here in Alaska most of the time. So yeah, I did a video of the reasons why I chose the Honda CBR 600RR, and let me just turn here. And I'll include the link to that video right here. That feels good. The air, it's cloudy here, but it's like 62 degrees, 63 degrees. Feels good. Anyway, So it really depends on the rider. You can start with a 250, a 300, a 500, 600. You can start with a liter bike for all I care. As long as you ride responsibly and you know what the fuck you're doing, then it's all good, man. It doesn't even have to be a sport bike or a cruiser or a dual sport, whatever you want, man. It's not unless you ride responsibly. But to me, honestly, I would recommend a lower cc model, especially if you don't have experience riding ever. A motor-driven two-wheeled vehicle, and then start with the basics. It's better safe than sorry. You always hear that all the time. Better safe than sorry. So, and as far as, slow down here. Kind of speeding still. Man, that lunch item just got to my throat. Getting spit build up in my throat. Okay, right lane close. Sometimes I get these assholes who I keep my distance from the vehicle in front of me, and then some cars, some cagers would come right in front of me, merge into my lane, and then brake. I fucking hate that, man. Hate it. There's a reason why I keep that distance. Keep myself safe. Anyway, so beginner motorcycle, pretty much anything you're comfortable with, anything that you think you can ride anytime, any day, you know. But then there are people who don't care about the comfort level of the vehicle. They just care about how they look. That's wrong, man. I think if you choose that route, I think you're riding for the wrong reasons. That's not riding, man. It's just being boastful and conceited. But at the same time, I don't see a 300-400 pound guy, 6'5", 6'6", driving a Ninja 300. That would be hilarious. But this is what I'm saying. It's like as long as you're comfortable to ride, you're confident to operate the bike, and you know that you can handle it, then go for it, man. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what others say. Just go for it. It's your bike, you know. You're the one riding it. Who cares? Yeah. Me, I've always wanted a sport bike. I've had the opportunity to try some sport bikes before, like way back. Suzuki Katanas and what do you call that? It's a Korean brand, something like Hyosung or something like that. Yeah, it's like a measly 250cc is it Yosen or Kimco? Something like that. But one of those Korean off brands. Yeah. I mean, I liked it and it looked cool riding it. So I just decided like sport bikes are the thing for me. But you know what? Down the road, I can see myself purchasing a cruiser type motorcycle, something I can cruise like 1,000 miles in and not feel like crap afterwards. You know, because these sport bikes, they're not really built to for you to cruise around with them. They're built for bursts of speed and agility. That's the name of the game for sport bikes, man. For cruisers, it's a different story. I mean, long and winding roads, man. That's what cruisers love. So I gotta get me one of those in the future, because I want to make the trip from here, southeast Alaska, to either the lower 48 states or up in Anchorage or Fairbanks even. That'd be a sweet cruise. Ride the ferry from here to Skagway or Haines, and just take my bike and ride. In front of this bus here. I find that sport bikes are easier to maneuver if you really crouch down, or not crouch down, but more like the deep three-quarter position riding. I think you get the best leverage in that position and best handling control. But at the same time, it's tiring, even though this 600RR is fairly comfortable to ride. It's still tiring. You gotta have a lot of core strength to keep your body stable. You always gotta hug the tank with your legs. Yeah, always keep that in mind. You gotta hug the tank with your legs. Not rest your arms in here or on your hands on the handlebars. It's a bad habit to do. Bad habit to have. Not only will your hands get tired, arms get tired, you'll have less control of the bike. You're more prone to accidents and reduce your reaction time. What the hell is wrong? Couples arguing each other. To cross or not to cross. They're probably just hungry. Alright, well, I gotta say bye-bye to you guys here. Head back to work. Look forward to more videos. Alright? Keep safe, ride safe. This is capitalrydah signing off. Peace out.